let me tell y'all 100. Do not tell your new niggas about your exes. Don't tell them their names or nothing. Because what's going to happen is, and it's not guaranteed to happen, but they might fucking hook up, like type shit. I don't know. Like that shit would disgust the fuck out of me. That's one thing I cannot stand about this gay shit. One thing I was cool with girls is that if I'm fucking with a girl and another girl, if anything, they might fight. But when you fucking with dudes, they might fuck. I'm gonna go ahead and just try to do these niggas like might link up and see how this go. I've never done a vertical video. So yeah, let's try it out. Shit. Alright, so today I'm back with y'all another one, Say So TV. This is another comment that I was left on the post that I made about requesting, topics. So this was the breakup topic. Someone requested for me to do. I'm glad that y'all did, because I actually was thinking about getting my way around to this type of video, but I just did not get around to it because, yeah, if I go through something similar to that and it's like deep on me, I might not hit the topic until after I'm like, healed. So I had went through a breakup like 8 months ago. And yeah, so I just didn't want to, go into that. But yeah, glad y'all requested it because this is a good one. All right, so damn it, I just realized I got the perfect shirt on, this independent shirt. So that's what's up. Y'all see my fucking my fat ass nipples. But all right, so first, just before I get into the video, I just want to tell y'all like some shit that just happened, some funny ass shit. I was just at the fucking gas station down the street from the house, right? And why the fuck this damn Middle Eastern dude try to holler at me just now? Like, I think he's like the son of the gas station owners, or I don't know. I know he's related to him. You know how they go. And yeah, every time I go in there, he's always looking at me and shit. But this time, he like came back there by the ATM by me and was trying to talk to me, and then as I'm leaving, he coming out, walking behind me and staring at me as I'm driving off and shit. Yeah, that shit was just funny. Like, he was just like, "You hala," and I was just like, you know what that means. That means, are you Arabian type shit. And so I was just like, yeah. And he was just like, yeah, see, and try to talk to me and shit. And yeah, that shit was just funny. I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. Like, when you really faithful, like, things like that would be where you be like, okay, yeah, I'm really faithful. Because most people would have took a chance on that or just got his number or something just because of the fact that, he's connected to some money and shit or whatever. But yeah, that was just a funny note real quick. And then, oh, I want to address the last video I did. Now, I know I was hella more aggressive on that video. So I want to go ahead and just say to all the women that watch me, I'm not saying that wasn't directed towards y'all. That was directed towards the women like Lori Harvey that I was talking about, and the women that idolize her for switching out all these men and shit like that. That's what that energy was for. That energy was not for a woman who don't think like that. You know what I'm saying? So also I would just say, like, hey, I know I'm not politically correct, y'all. I'm not always a politically correct person. I don't always care to speak in ways where it's considered whatever. I really don't be caring what people be thinking about what I be saying. Now I see why I be intimidating though. I watched that video back and I was just like, damn, I see why I'm intimidating to some people, because I'm just so fucking raw and real. Like, and a lot of people ain't used to that shit nowadays. And then I'm passionate too, so it comes off like, I don't know, it come off deeper than what it could be to me. So also, I will say though, one thing about being a content creator it helped me with my self-reflection, because when everybody like would tell you stuff about how, oh, you do this, you do that, I don't like when you do that, I'll be like, well, I don't do that. I don't, you know what I'm saying, you taking me wrong or something. But then when I do these videos and I look back on them, I could tell, like, damn, I make that face when I say that, or damn, I say that like that, or I said that like that. I can't believe I said that. And then I'll be realizing, like, okay, I see now. We don't always see what other people see. When other people tell us about ourselves, we be like, nah, nigga, I know who I am. But then you really don't. You don't have a mirror in front of you all day. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know what you're doing and how you're coming off. So whenever you blame everybody else for how they receive you, just take a note on what I'm saying, y'all, and realize that you can display shit that you don't realize you displaying. You can say shit in ways you don't know you saying it like. As I look back on some of my videos and I'll be like, damn, I did not know that that's how I put that off. Like, straight up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just some knowledge for y'all real quick. But okay, so now to get into the video. All right. Breakups. Now, straight up, in my experience, I've had a lot of breakups, and I'm gonna tell y'all, there's two kind of breakups. There's regular, normal breakups, and then there is narcissistic breakups. I know y'all probably be getting tired of me talking about that narcissistic shit. I'm sorry, I gotta keep it G, and I know whoever feel me, understand. And if y'all ain't been through it yet, y'all gonna go through it. So it's best that y'all just take heed so that y'all can be put on game prior to going in to shit with these people, okay? So, a normal breakup looks like this. We didn't try to make it work. I've told you what I didn't like. You haven't worked on it. We've been working at this for a while. It's been a lot of trial, and we ain't getting where we need, or we ain't getting nowhere, or I'm just not happy, or you're not just happy, or you're just not happy, and something's not working out. Maybe we're not ready for a relationship or whatever. And then those two people go their separate ways. Now, it could have been cheating involved. It could have been all kinds of shit involved, right? But the main thing about a normal breakup is that it's self-reflecting, and it's still caring of the person that you was dealing with. It's not on a hateful tone. You know what I'm saying? Now, you may just let bygones be bygones, where y'all go y'all separate ways, and y'all may not even talk about each other, but that would be the least of it. You know what I'm saying? It'll be an amicable breakup for the most part, is what I'm trying to say. When it comes to narcissistic breakups, though, y'all, it does not look like that. It's a war. They're trying to hurt your feelings as bad as they can. They're gonna go around, talk about you like a dog, lie and spread rumors about you, and actually tell everybody that they were doing, or tell everybody that you were doing what they were doing to you. All right. So there's a lot of reverse psychology, a lot of mental gymnastics when it comes to narcissistic relationships. When they end, it feels like you just got robbed of your time, your feelings, your emotions. You could tell you got played. You could tell something is not normal and is not right about this shit. Like, it don't feel normal at all. Like, you'll get it. Like, you'll get that something's not right about this. How do we just go from so good to now we breaking up? Like, you was just in love with me. Like, I'm talking about how blessed you were to have me in your life. And now, like, it could be the next day, and all of a sudden now you are the worst fucking disgusting person in the world. And you ain't did shit, but just did not do something that they wanted you to do, or you didn't allow them to run over you. Boundaries, when you create boundaries and shit, that'll run off narcissists. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter how long y'all done been together. If you was a people pleaser and all that, and then you eventually caught on, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, okay, a narcissistic breakup is, well, I'll say this. After a normal breakup, I feel like you have to go, the reason why I'm putting it to y'all like this is because you have to go based on the kind of breakup to know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? People try to handle narcissistic breakups in normal ways, and that's not healthy. You got to handle these different breakups in different ways. I feel like a normal breakup is good to be alone for a little bit, take some time to yourself, uh, self-reflect on what you did wrong so that you can fix those issues for the next person, so that you don't become the same person, or you don't go into the next relationship as the same person that you are in this one. Do not do that shit, y'all. You're supposed to be growing throughout these relationships and throughout this time in your life. If you are repeating the same cycle with everybody, then you are most likely the problem. All right, or you are the problem. You're supposed to be growing. You're not supposed to be taking the same person that you was with the last person into the next relationship. All right. So growth is another thing that separates normal people from narcissistic people. All right. Now, take some time to yourself, work out, do your thing, get back into hobbies, crafts, and shit. Do not, just because you were in the relationship, stop doing what the fuck you were supposed to be doing that you were doing before, and your hobbies that you love to do, the people you like to hang out with. Continue to hang out with them people when you get in a relationship, because let me tell you this, I'm so sick of seeing, especially in this gay community, people are always, people, I find a lot of the times they will take the relationship and turn it into a bad thing because they have forgotten about themselves. They've abandoned themselves. They don't hang out with the friends that they used to. They got everybody telling them you're different, you're not the same, all this other shit, because they've endowed all of their life into you in the relationship, and now they've abandoned everything else that's normal about themselves. So how is that the relationship's fault? That's a personal thing. You can't go into relationships and then abandon who you are, because of course you're not going to want to be with nobody who is. That is self-sabotage. You still have to have your own identity. You have to have your own life. Okay? Like, straight up. So just to say that. But yeah, after a normal breakup, it's cool to take some time to yourself. You know what I'm saying? And work on yourself, grow, elevate. That's exactly what I did after a relationship ended. My longest relationship, that was for 2 years. It was that's the one that I've mentioned before. I did partake in the ending of it. I was not the best. I wasn't who I am right now. I'm gonna just tell y'all straight up. Like, I wasn't horrible of a person, but my anger issues were out of control. I would respond to shit the wrong way. Yeah, I was a little Thundercat ass nigga when I was younger, so you know what I'm saying? Like, I've grown a lot. And one thing I did after that relationship, which he did break up with me, after that, I moved to Kansas City, got my own apartment, and that's when I focused on myself and built my character. Did a lot of isolation and self-reflection and shit. Was working out, doing yoga all the time. I was actually working from home, doing yoga. So it was just like, I was in a lot of solitude. I really didn't have to, if I didn't have to go around people, I didn't even see people. Like, for real, there would be days I wouldn't even see people. Hold on. And I was really just, that's when I started my channel. So a lot of good came from that. You know what I'm saying? And then ever since, like, all the shit that I did with him, I ain't did that with nobody since. And I've dated like maybe 4 guys since that. Not seriously. This is my second serious relationship. Well, this is my first serious relationship since then, I'm gonna say. And I have not been the same person. Like, if my ex that I was with back then a couple years ago, if they would have seen who I am now, they'd be shocked. You know what I'm saying? So, which, by the way, just side note, I want to tell y'all, I did hit that dude up. I apologized to him about whatever things I did to traumatize him, etc. So that's another thing I want to tell y'all. When you breaking up with somebody, or whenever you've done something to somebody, it doesn't matter how long after, to make that right. Hit them up. Write them on Messenger, on Facebook, Instagram, anything, and just let them know, hey, I just want to let you know I apologize for anything I did wrong in that relationship that may have traumatized you or hurt you, because people carry those experiences with them, and you could be someone to help somebody understand that it wasn't all them. They weren't, you know, that you did make mistakes, that things that you said that they were doing, they may not have been doing. You know, you got to own up to your shit. And I feel like that's how you receive blessings, when you actually like make things right and you don't just move on and say, okay, well, whatever, that's the past. Like, nah, make shit right. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not, and it doesn't, and I'm talking about like, we don't even talk. Like, but I just was able, I just hit him up. He liked one of my pictures. I liked one of his. Then I hit him up, told him, you know, hey, I apologize for everything that happened with us. I appreciate the time we had, etc. type shit. He did the same. Wished me luck on my YouTube, all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? We good. And even then, even when we broke up, we weren't all the way bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, that was a normal breakup. When we broke up, yeah, like, it hurt like a motherfucker. But one thing I'm gonna tell y'all though, he'd call me. We'll sit up on the phone for like hours after breaking up, just because like of just make like he just wanted to make sure I was good. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to make sure that, you know, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, just because somebody don't want to be with you, that does not mean that the love that they got for you just automatically and immediately shuts down. If a person has the ability to turn off and on like that, that's a narcissist, y'all. Like, hear me out. I'm trying to put y'all on some game, okay? I know the difference. I have been in different kinds of relationships. And this one that I'm talking about, that was a normal breakup. He was still caring for me after we broke up. Let me know we wasn't getting back together, but it was no hate. I didn't feel like I was, and I wasn't even that, you know, I made some mistakes in that relationship with this dude. You know what I'm saying? And for him to still be able to amicably break up and be, and for us to both be respectful towards each other and still show that we got love for each other even after the breakup, nigga, we talked for about maybe 3-4 days after that. Whenever I would feel bad, I could hit him up, talk to him, call him on the holidays, talk to him as I was healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I feel like breakups should be like. And after that, I bloom like a flower after that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, talking about narcissistic breakups, I was fucking with a narcissist. Yeah, a little over 8 months ago. This person love bombed the shit out of me. As soon as we got together, this person made it seem like they were the perfect person for me, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all, like, showing they ass, like, we going on all these trips within the first 3 months of dating. Like, he immediately moved in together like a month after of even meeting each other. You know what I'm saying? These relationships go hella fast. Okay. Then as time went on, also he was always talking about his exes. Always trying to triangulate me with his exes, trying to throw his exes up in my face, trying to make me, you know, like, I didn't know, at the time I didn't know what the goal was with that, because I was just like, well, what is it that, like, why you keep talking about your exes? Like, I don't care about your exes, because I never talk about my exes. Like, to be 100 with y'all, my nigga don't even know my exes' names. The only one name that he know is the one that I would refer to, that I was just talking about before I got on the narcissist, because I respect what me and that person had. If I'm gonna refer back to a relationship, that's the one I'm gonna refer back to. I don't give no bitch niggas no clout or no acknowledgement with my future or even in my life. Like, nigga, you don't even, like, my ex don't even know my ex's, I mean, my boyfriend don't even know my ex's name. All right? Straight up. I don't even tell them their names. And see, this might be also something I learned in the gay community, because you don't do that, y'all. Let me tell y'all 100. Do not tell your new niggas about your exes. Don't tell them their names or nothing. Because what's going to happen is, and it's not guaranteed to happen, but they might fucking hook up, like, type shit. I don't know. Like, that shit would disgust the fuck out of me. That's one thing I cannot stand about this gay shit. One thing I was cool with girls, is that if I'm fucking with a girl and another girl, if anything, they might fight. But when you fucking with dudes, they might fuck. These niggas might link up and fuck, nigga. Hell nah, nigga. That shit's so fucking disgusting to me. To imagine a nigga that I was fucking and another nigga that I was fucking each other. That shit is so repulsive to me. That shit is disgusting to me. Like, ugh. Like, yeah, so I don't like talking about my exes with dudes because I don't like how they look them up on Facebook and all in social media and shit, compare themselves to them and all this other shit. They'll make up shit that don't exist. Like, I want my past to be in my past and stay there. Like, I don't want it resurface at all. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just a way of protecting the relationship. So anyway, to get back into the narcissistic breakup, how it goes is love bomb, devalue. After a while, you'll start to tell they start to devalue you after they just put you up on this highest pedestal, say how you was this and that, you was so perfect, you was this and that, you was just all that, right? Ain't really nothing changed. Maybe you done been around for some time. These people just get worn out throughout time. They get bored naturally. It don't got nothing to do with what you're doing. They don't have the ability to last with nobody longevity or permanently. So they're going to fucking move around on everybody. That's why anybody that motherfucker get with, I just feel sorry for them. But guess what? I'm not about to reach out to them and warn them either. They gonna learn just like the fuck I did, because 9 times out of 10, they might have fucking known about you before you was even out the door. They was probably, because most of the time these narcissists, they already got a motherfucker lined up, a supply lined up, waiting on them. You know what I'm saying? They probably been talking shit about you to these motherfuckers, talking about how you ain't shit and you ain't this and you ain't that, while they up in your face talking about how everything good and they so in love and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they done been manipulated just like you was. They got a journey to go through just like you did. Don't even warn they ass. You know what I'm saying? But I'll put it this way. It makes you appreciate every other bond that you had that was actually genuine, because these narcissistic relationships show you that they just not genuine. And that's the worst part about them, y'all. They just don't, they not real. You know what I'm saying? The person that you were in love with didn't even exist. This was a character. This was a role that they were playing to get you to fall in love with them. Because that's basically what narcissists are. They're empty. They want to find a way to get people to love them and be admiring of them and infatuated with them and stuff, so that makes them feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So they'll do anything to get you to love them. And then we're thinking, oh, this got to be real, because why would a person do all this? Like, nobody's going to do all this. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it makes a normal person can't fathom this. So what this teaches you is that there are actually people out here in this world who don't know what real love is. They didn't experience it most of the time. Or the reason why they're a narcissist is because they come from a toxic ass family. You know what I'm saying? So they never really they never really learn love and shit. So they're really a victim, and then they try to go out here and make everybody else a victim too. So I'm trying to tell y'all not to be their victim, because they're basically just taking their childhood traumas out on everybody. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I ain't even gonna say that part. But it goes the love bomb, that's how they get you. They'll do anything to get you. Devalue, that's when they start to tear you down. And then pretty much discard. There's a couple other little phases in there that they talk about, but basically they have this all planned out. Like, now when I look back, and it's just like things like, after you look, like these kind of relationships, you won't know while you're in them. You won't know until after. 9 times out of 10, like, unless it's been a long time that you've been fucking with this person, then you might actually like catch on while you're in it, because it's been so long. You know what I'm saying? But like, the only reason why I caught on to it, y'all, is because the discard. I wouldn't even have caught on to this shit until the discard. And this is what I'm gonna tell y'all. The discard is the breakup, but the way that they do it is literally like I just said, discard. It's not a breakup like you're still existing and you're alive out here in the world. And, if I was to see you, I could still, be cordial with you or whatever. No, that's not what a breakup. That's not what discard is. That's a breakup. A discard is, nigga, they discard your existence. My nig. Besides, when they're talking about you to their fucking exes and their family members and their friends. But as far as you're concerned, they got you blocked on everything. They was blocking you while you was trying to send that long ass text message to try to plead to stay with them and shit. They is already blocking you. They got you blocked on all the social medias. They got you you didn't do what I said. You didn't motherfucking make me feel how I wanted to feel after I did all this shit for you. So guess what? I'm going to make you feel like shit and I'm going to act like you don't exist and I'm going to make you go crazy because just yesterday I was riding your dick and telling you how much I loved you and calling you daddy and now I don't want to have anything to do with you. That's how a narcissistic relationship goes. See, that's not real and that's not normal. When you have real love for somebody, it sounds like, oh yeah, we've been going through it for a while. Like, we've been going through some things. We've been trying to work on it, but it ain't been working. Like, it's been shit going on throughout time. And then it comes down to where it's just, okay, we gotta let this go. That's a normal relationship. You know what I'm saying? When you go straight from motherfucking 0 to 100, nigga, with no empathy, with no care about you, if a person really love you, they can't switch it on and off like that. They can't. That's not love, y'all. That's not love. They do not love you. If anybody ever has the ability to do that to you, y'all, they do not fucking love you. Straight up. That's how I knew that that's when I started doing the research on narcissism and shit, because I had to wrap my mind around it. I had to understand this. I had to be able to internalize this and understand, where do I go from this? Like, there was nothing wrong. Like, real talk, in my opinion, like I told y'all, I have the ability to take accountability. There was nothing going on. Like, I'm talking about, there was no cheating. There was no, there was nothing going, like, no financial issues. Me and this nigga, when I tell you, me and this nigga was banked up together. Like, racks on racks on racks. Like, I'm talking about, that's one thing I will say. Them narcissists, them motherfuckers be having money and they be in power. They be in positions in power and shit because they gotta be. You know what I'm saying? They crave power because of how they were treated, so belittled when they were younger. So they have to be managers and supervisors and shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't, you know what I'm saying? And so, but anyway, like, I can't look back on that relationship and say anything that would make sense as to why I was like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? And even like, y'all could tell, like, it's still narcissistic abuse. It takes a while to come off, and it might even stay on you because now you are alert. Like, the only thing I could say I got a side effect about that shit from is that now I be having to apologize to my dude and shit sometime because I be thinking that this nigga just gonna up and leave me randomly. Like, with no reason at all. Like, I never thought like this before. And now I just be like, this nigga might just come in the house one day and just, say he don't want to be with me no more. He might wake up tomorrow and not want to be with me no more. Like, and ain't nothing happened. It's crazy because I look back on my older relationships and I'm like, nigga, how the fuck I was putting my hands on this nigga? I was, shit, breaking shit. We was arguing and shit, all kind of shit going on. And this nigga stuck it out with me. And then I'm over here learned and wise and shit now. I'm giving you a whole good version of me. And like, nigga, you can't even break up with me amicably, and the motherfucker that I was doing dirty could. Nah, and I don't know. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Ain't no fucking such thing as karma when it comes to shit like that. I had already got my karma when I lost old boy. That was my karma. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody else give you karma for some shit. Straight up, and that's my opinion. Like, at the end of the day, it just wasn't real. He had told me, he had gave me signs throughout the relationship. He had gave me signs. I didn't listen to him. You know what I'm saying? There's some accountability I got to take because there were signs. Like, you know, if a person ever tells y'all something on the lines like, I don't know how to love, I did this because you were too good of a catch to pass up on. But yeah, like anything on the lines of, you know, like if they're telling you I'm not a good person, I don't deserve you, I feel like you deserve better than me, take that shit serious, y'all. I took that shit like a grain of salt. Like, I'm like, oh, since you can admit that, since you can say that, well, you're taking accountability. And so that means that's the first step so you can work on it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was thinking. Nah, nigga, if a person can get to the point where they can fucking tell you, I'm not a good person, I have never said that to nobody. I don't deserve you. I ain't never in my life thought no shit like that. I know I'm a good ass catch. How the fuck you gonna get to the point where you can say you don't, that somebody deserve better than you? That's how you know, y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was one sign. Another one was just like, it was an argument every week. It didn't matter what it was about. He had to have a problem with something every week. He would go through my phone, make up shit. I'm talking about because I didn't like somebody's pictures. I assume we all liking pictures. I don't give a fuck what faithful level, loyalty level you want to call yourself on. We're going to like pictures on social media. That doesn't mean that I'm infatuated. That doesn't mean that I'm lusting. None of that. Like, going through my phone, hitting up niggas that's in my inbox. Like, sending me screenshots because the niggas like their pictures, like as if that's like something. Like, these niggas ain't for everybody. Like, just weird shit. Like, you'll always feel ego. Like, when you're dealing with a narcissist, you'll feel ego all the time. I had never said ego as much as I did when I was with this person. I was just like, is this nigga's ego? Like, and he would even say his ego. Like, they be aware in a way, but because of their narcissism, it keeps them from sticking to like feelings of remorse and stuff, or feeling like they did something wrong and they need to make up for it. When they feel like they did something wrong, they block it out and then they say everybody else was the problem. They don't have the ability. It hurts them so bad. That's how weak they is. It hurt them so bad to just say, you know what, I fucked up. You know what, I'm wrong. You know what, that's not cool. It killed him to do that. Like, just normal shit, healthy shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I want to say this real quick because I just thought about it. Have y'all seen these like reels and shit on social media, like about black moms and black dads? Black moms apologizing, like black dads apologize, like they come in with a snack and say, hey, you hungry, you want to eat something? Like, this is what creates narcissism. Like, you're growing up in a home where you ain't got the fucking ability to express nothing. Everything you say, they fucking tell you stay in a child's place and you sensitive and all this other shit. Like, you don't have they're not being emotional with you. They're not being open with you. Your parents are not emotionally available, so you grow up emotionally fucked. That's not how people are supposed to be raised. Your parents supposed to be able to say, hey, my bad. You know what I'm saying? But black parents don't do that shit. Nigga, you a child to them. It's so much dysfunction and unhealthiness. That's why I be saying that it's gonna happen most commonly. Y'all gonna come across it if you haven't yet. So, and this is with another sign. This person told me how horrible their childhood was. I mean, the things that they told me, y'all, they had me in tears when they told me about their childhood. And then that should also weaken you to their bullshit. When they're abusing you, you'll make excuses like, oh, yeah, they've been through all this and all that. Like, let me just, like, you know, they going through a lot, or they done been through a lot, so they may not take what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, they're taking it all off on you though in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? So after a narcissistic breakup, I don't believe it's okay or you should be by yourself. Okay. It's not a healthy breakup. I think you should get around family, friends ASAP. Maybe even find you another nigga ASAP. I'm just keeping it 100. I don't believe that all breakups are the same and they all need to be handled the same way. I feel like if you were played and you were bamboozled and catfished into a relationship, because let's just keep it real, that's what it is. You were catfished into a relationship with a fake person. And is kind of equivalent to like if somebody came out on the street and sold you a fake iPad, does that mean you're not gonna want to go out and get a real iPad? Like, yeah, you're gonna go want to get one immediately now for real because nigga, no, we only have so much time in the world to live, and you done took up this amount of time, and you think I'm about to sit around this bitch and be single on purpose so that you can feel like you really done fucked me up out here? Like, and I'm just all fuck. I'm not about to let nobody, and I suggest y'all do the same. Don't let no fucking body with bad intentions come into your life and have you fucked up. Do not take on any of their fucking trauma that they went through from their childhood. None of that shit. Leave all that with them right there. Okay? And go off and find you somebody that you can really have a real relationship with, a real love with. Something that even if it doesn't work, you have good memories, and when you look back and you can feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? When you look back on a narcissist, you feel scared and you feel insecure because you look at it like, damn, how did I allow all that to get over me? I thought I was smarter than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know that the person isn't genuine and they're not real, and you can't connect to that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you need to get around love and find you a new fling, a new dude, new girl, whatever, quick. Like, believe all that shit there. And just, different strokes for different folks. But I feel like, do what y'all do to make yourselves feel better. I feel like after every breakup, though, across the board, get back in the gym. All right. Work on like saving up or doing something, change your hairstyle or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, create a new chapter for you. You know what I'm saying? That'll help you get through the shit. Also, like, just look up if you feel like it's a narcissistic breakup, look up narcissism videos. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all, they helped me a lot. Like, it helped me so much getting through all that. And because you have to understand what was going on. You have to understand what that was to get past anything. Like, real talk. Like, you have to reflect on the relationship and say, this was this person's shit, this was my shit, and then in somewhere in the middle is where we both was fucking up at. But if you get to a point where you can be real with yourself and say, you know what, I was loyal, I was respectful, I took care of business, I sexed you good, I provided, I protected, I took in your family, I did all kinds of, like, if you know you was 100 and these motherfuckers try to make you out to be somebody that you wasn't, do not hold on to none of that person, bro. Straight up. Like, you deserve better, and take it as just a lesson that, like, there's people out here like that. Be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? Just be aware. And as time goes on, you'll let go of certain traits. You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm starting to let go of the whole, like, is he gonna leave me shit? But it comes with communication. You have to communicate. That's why me and him, we communicate, because it's like, he don't want to waste his time, I don't waste my time. He was already married before. He's been married to a woman. He was married to a white girl in 2020. They got divorced in 2020. They had been together though for like 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So he deals with his shit. I help him, you know what I'm saying? And I was dealing with my shit, but I got past my shit. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like another person can help you get through a baggage and toxic relationships as well. If they are a good person, I'm trying to tell you, it really can, because at the end of the day, y'all be understanding that these romantic relationships are not just romantic relationships. These are y'all's friends. Y'all are friends too. You know what I'm saying? So what do friends do? They help you. Call your friends up and talk about shit that's hurting you. You do that. You do that with your nigga. Like, it's all in that. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, and y'all, like, I stacked up hella bread when I left that relationship. I could tell when it got up to the end that this nigga was getting ready to tap out. I could just tell. Like, when you're very intuitive, like, you may not know exactly what's going on, but you can sense something's not right. And I could tell, like, yeah, this may not last. Like, this nigga's always tripping every week about nothing and all this other shit. So I was just like, yeah, I stacked up my bread. Y'all left that relationship with over $5,000. Like, you know what I'm saying, that I had just stacked up within a couple months, like, just because, like, I was just like, I'm not spending no more money, all this money on this nigga, all this other shit, like, you know what I'm saying. Always make sure that y'all looking out for yourselves as well, because when you're looking out for yourself, that can also benefit your partner, but don't allow nobody to put you in a position where you need them, because these narcissists thrive off of that. They want to date people who are going through hard times, like, you know what I'm saying, people who've been isolated, people who've been, like, that's what my case was. You know what I'm saying? People who done been or people who done been abused, or people who done been, that's homeless or something. Like, people who, this is the type of people they go for, because they need people who are going to be doormats and is going to allow them to run over them and shit. And they don't want to risk you leaving them, because that causes them to break down and shut down. Like, that's why they do the discard, because it's just, let me get you before you get me, because if you break up with me, well, then I'm gonna be fucked up, because I don't know how to live without supplies. Like, as opposed to myself, I can be by my damn self. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to be with somebody. But a narcissist, they don't have to be with somebody, but they have to have people there that they can feed off of, because they don't have mood regulation. They need other people to regulate their mood. If they woke up and was by themselves all day, every day, or all day for like 2-3 days straight, these motherfuckers would lose their fucking mind. I promise you. Like, I don't think that they had the ability to be, like, just in their own peace and in their own company. They talk about how that was another sign. He said how voices and shit be talking to him, like different personalities be telling him stuff and shit. And at the time, I thought it was just that, like, oh, different personas, different personalities. We all got that, or we all got different, like, y'all get where I'm going? But nah, a narcissist, no, these is demons, okay? These motherfuckers got motherfuckers, like, running them and causing them to do toxic shit and all kinds of shit. Like, it's not, yeah, you got to go through it to understand it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who just have not been through it will not understand it. You know what I'm saying? So, but once you go through it, it's like this light bulb will come off. Anything that you've ever heard about it, it'll make sense. You'll be like, oh shit, that's what that was. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a personality disorder, just like psychopaths and sociopaths, narcissists. They're just a different realm, you know what I'm saying, of mental disorder, but it is a personality disorder. They don't know who they are. They live in fake, false senses of reality. Okay, they will twist everything that you told them up, make it like you just said something you ain't never fucking said. You know for a fact you didn't. You know what I'm saying? And then they don't have no kind of empathy for real. Everything that they do is fabricated and fake when it comes to genuinity. Like, they don't have that. You know what I'm saying? So, also, with a normal breakup, when y'all break up, I think it's okay to express, feelings about it towards your loved ones and shit. Um, when it comes to a narcissistic breakup, though, don't. Don't do any acknowledgement of um, this person after that. This is what they're looking for. They want you to talk about them. They want, you to make statuses about them, go crazy about them, pull up on them so they could talk about how you a stalker and all this other shit. Like, this is what they want. Like, I'm just telling y'all, like, these motherfuckers want you to act a fucking fool behind them. They want you to show your ass. just so that they can deny you. That feeds their ego. So don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I didn't do it. I did it for like 2 days after until I caught on. And I didn't even really do begging. I was just like letting it be known that, like, I'm a good dude and I'm still here for you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I still want to do this or whatever. But I'm so glad that he rejected me, because after that type of relationship, you will realize that when they let you go, they're actually setting you free. Okay? Like, real talk. I can't stress this enough. When a narcissist breaks up with you, they're setting you free. You won. You won. Straight up. Because if you were a good, like, source of supply that they could feed off on and use and abuse and all that, then they wouldn't be breaking up with you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're only breaking up with you because you're not a doormat. You're not no punk ass motherfucker. Okay? So you have been set free from a narcissist when they break up with you. If in a normal breakup, it will be something that you need to take some responsibility for. You know what I'm saying? You have not been perfect. And the reason why I say a narcissistic relationship is because you ain't perfect no way, but in a narcissistic relationship, imperfection could look like, I want you to hit up my ex and tell him to stop hitting me up. And when you say, nah, I don't want to do that. Like, why do I got to hit your exes up? You tell your exes not to hit you up. Then it's, now you just done fuck with their ego, and now they don't want to fuck with you no more. Like, type shit like that, y'all. Like, it's not, and I'm talking about, it may sound like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. Nah, like, I'm not talking about 3 months, 2 months. I'm talking about these motherfuckers will do this 6 months, a year, 3-4 years on you. So yeah, just be aware of that. Yeah, that's it for this one, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if I touched some of y'all and I helped some of y'all out on this one. So thank you for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Oh, and tell me, do y'all like this vertical shit more, or do y'all like when I go to the side? All right. Peace.